So I wanted to talk you guys through the unbarred malt shake look that I do. A lot of you have loved it and have said, how do you actually do that? And it's a lot to type a message, so I just thought I'd do a little video. I do it all with using Gelux, so the base is Gelux Purely White. So I just start off with that. And we're going to do a few coats of that. So normally I think on someone's nails you only really need like 2 coats really, but I think this is because I've done this on like the largest false nail. I'm going to need maybe 3 coats of the white on here. So we're ready to go with the colours. What you want to do first though is you want to put a base coat on. I'm going to use this one, just because you want it to like smudge and blur, and that'll just help it do that. Colours I'm going to use are Aloha Honolulu, so that's the yellow. Off to Brazil, which is like a nice like pistachio-y green, and then I'm going to use a slightly different green, Gossip Girl. And then the pink is Flirty Fuchsia in their mini range. And then Lavish Lilac from a purple, and then my blue is Lucky Dip. So, sorry about my bottles looking gross as well. I actually, I don't like to clean them, so it's going to sound really bad, but I don't like to clean them because if you're doing nail art, this bit that's around here is really good. So if you want to get something that's a bit more pigmented, because it sets a little bit more gooey around there, it's really good to use it for nail art because it just comes off a little bit stronger. And if you got it straight out of the bottle, just a little hint. But you know, I used to clean them religiously, and then I was like, I realised that stuff was the good stuff. You might think differently. Anyway, let's go with the base coat. We don't set this, so you put this on and then you start doing the colours on top of it. So literally you just want to get a good coat of that on. Not too thin, but you don't want to like over thick, because it's going to end up bleeding out into the cuticle. So probably about the same as you would do like if it was you were using it as a base coat sort of thing. So you need a dotter. You can get these in like the pound shop, to be honest, normally, if you want to be thrifty. But I reckon I've already got them in Boots and Amazon and anyway. So it's just deciding your placement. I tend to choose a lot more pink than anything else, because I just think that looks quite good. We're not using that bit on the side, we're going to use it from the bottle because we want it to be a bit more watery. Yeah, and you just splodge. It's such an easy design, but I think it looks really cool when it's done. And just let it bloom a little bit. I'm gonna get like these little swirls in it. So you kind of do want to drag it out because you don't want to be too like smeary. You kind of want that sort of look, and then when that blooms out, it looks really cool. So that's what we're going to do. Normally what I do is that bit, once I've got all the dots on, then I start doing that. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like without all of it. So let's get some yellow on there. Blur, and then you can always add more colours as you go along, more dots. But yeah. And there's no real like thinking behind the pattern you do. You just kind of want to get it in, but not to blur the colours together so that you get like a brown. You want to make sure that they're not swelling too much into each other, because otherwise they don't stay their colour, obviously, because then you mix it, not too much. See, that's really starting to like take shape now. There you go, all done. Just going to finish off with the top coat. You can go over again with the colours if you want them to be a bit more like vibrant. But I literally just do one coat of the colours. I quite like there's a bit of pastel, a bit of bright in there. And then just go with your shiny top coat. Yeah, all done. Give it a good old wipe. Actually, this could look quite nice if it was like a matte top coat as well. But yeah, so that's it, all done. It's just a really super quick, really effective nail art. It just takes hardly any time, and it just looks really effective and it looks really cool. Yeah, and that's the mole shake.